Aries, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy for the next week or so via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. I hope that things are moving well for you. We're in the throes of Pisces season, and it has been a lot. It's been emotional. It's been intense. I don't know why I did that, but, and it's provoking a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. We're also headed into a full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, end of the week, and Mercury is also going into retrograde. Wah wah. So we're already in the shadow period. Mercury retrograde just really kind of messes with communication. Retrogrades are always a time to slow down, take it easy. Don't do anything too quickly, right? Like don't sign any contracts, really vet anything that you're kind of dealing with, especially if it's something that you're committing to long term. Venus is also in retrograde, and it's really highlighting aspects in relationships that need a little bit more attention, tender, loving care, or just places where things are not working anymore and we need to make some adjustments accordingly. So it's heavy, you know, there's a lot of feels, there's a lot of things being provoked. The water element in the astrology has been incredibly heightened, and we're seeing it all across the board with how people are acting, behaving, reacting, etc. So it's going to be a little bit intense. Not that it's all bad this week. It's not, because what I love about lunar eclipses is it gives us an opportunity to really like go within and focus on ourselves, focus on things that we want, that we need, places that we are being triggered, and understanding why, so we can bring a little bit more healing medicine to those areas. So yeah, that's why I do like to start off these readings with an energy cleansing, just kind of set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. It's a really good time to set your own intention as well, especially if you've come into this reading with something on your heart, on your mind, something that you would like spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give those over, be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing, wellness services. Readings are one of them if you want me to look at your specific situation, or if you're just looking for more of a realignment, a revamping of your energy. I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're operating from that space of alignment, that's really where we're finding our happiness, our fulfillment, because we're making decisions, choices that actually honor our authentic self, right? And so yeah, if you are interested, definitely hit me up. Sorry, I kind of got lost in my thought. Definitely hit me up. All that info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, Aries, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so we may see and understand the messages clearly, and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Mama Love. Mama Love. All right, Aries. So, like I said, it's not all a crapshoot. There are some good things, and we're feeling good at the beginning of the week. We're feeling hopeful. We're feeling inspired. even though there is some tension lingering, we're making peace with it is what I'm hearing. Yeah, because we are starting to see some trickling into Aries. We're about to head into Aries season, as I'm sure you know, your birthday's on the horizon, which I love. And here and there throughout the week, the fire principle is becoming enlivened. And I love that metaphor that it's like, even though there's a lot going on emotionally, it's actually giving us the fuel, that ignition that we need to make changes and be a little bit more understanding and aware of who and what we're choosing and why. Because there have been some things that have been really emotional. I feel like definitely the moon brings up emotion. It brings illusion. Deciphering between right and wrong is what I'm hearing. But needing to use your intuition as your guidance this week, Aries. I mean, obviously, as all the time is ideal. But it does look like you're turning your back on something or someone. Or maybe you did already in the past. Let me pull one more on each of this. Okay, the mice. Okay. And okay. So it looks like there is some things that you have to kind of discover is what I'm seeing. Like, I don't know. I'm seeing someone turning their back on you. Is this mean? I'm not sure. It feels like they're kind of just not paying attention to you, or maybe you've had to take a break in this relationship, in this dynamic. There was a lot of water under the bridge, a lot of emotions. Things were having a really hard time finding a healthy balance. It was just like, it feels like round and round and round and round. And you're at this point where it's time to make a decision on this. And I feel like in your mind, it looks like, I don't know, you're trying to, I feel, well, okay, so this is going to be two different things. For some of you, it's like you're trying to cut something off too quickly because there's fear or something around it. Fear that you're not necessarily addressing, that you're not even maybe seeing. And for some of you, this is like holding on too tight, but that can also just be holding on too tight to an idea, to a belief that is actually bringing some blocks your way. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So we have that Hermit Virgo energy. That full moon lunar eclipse at the end of the week is in Virgo. It's giving us an opportunity to be a little bit more supportive of self-love, self-care. I feel like you're really inspired. Like, you're excited about what's on the horizon for yourself, I will say. But I feel like you're not getting a lot of interaction, communication with someone this week. And so you do kind of go it alone is what I'm seeing, because I feel like you also, whatever you have going on, it doesn't feel like you have a lot of time and space for the drama, you know? Like you feel a little bit more like you want to stay focused, that you want to stay focused on what you're cultivating. I feel like someone is doing their own work behind the scenes because you have set up boundaries. They feel a little bit left out, but then they're also kind of using it as a time to I don't know, like kind of manifest their own things. We'll look at this a little bit deeper. It does look like you've kind of had to put this on the back burner. Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on with this person, but it feels like it's like they can't make peace within themselves. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's something you said or something that you did or something that they're assuming that you did, but it has this vibe around it of like, you know, because they're not getting the attention from you that they want, there's some jealousy, there's some anger, like residual resentment is what I'm feeling. Well, if they're going to do that, then I'm going to do this, that type of vibe. You know, it's a little bit petty. And it's saying that it's basically being used as a weapon. And I think you kind of know this. Like, I feel like this isn't necessarily your first rodeo. You know that you have to kind of put up some boundaries, I'll say, not necessarily walls, but it's just been a lot. Like, maybe you're feeling like you can't keep it up. You can't keep it all up and running. And this might be whatever you're trying to hold on to. Maybe you are trying to juggle everything at once. I feel like some of this, okay, let's see where this resistance is coming in. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I feel 100%. You need to give yourself a little bit of space, Aries, this week. Try not to do everything. Being a little bit more, like you don't have to do everything all at once. And I feel like that is just like a constant life lesson we're all learning, especially modern day where there's always a bajillion things going on, you know? But it looks like it's bringing more stress and burden, and it's unnecessary. It doesn't need to be this way because, you know, it's just like anytime we're stressed out and then things just seem way worse than what they actually are. And as much as you do have your boundaries up this week, it also feels like you have to like protect your energy reserves. Meaning that, you know, looking at a situation, a dynamic a little bit more diplomatically. I don't know what's going on with this person. They feel kind of like lost in their own world, lost in their own emotions, in their own fears, anxieties, wanting something to be a certain way, but there's not acceptance at the same time. I do, you know, they're trying to make changes, but again, it's moving through some of this pettiness in order to, there's just like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to be more resistant until they get what they want. And here's the thing. It shows that you're kind of like, you've put up your boundaries. You've set a certain precedent of how you want things to be because, and they know this, like you have to devote time, energy to things that are taking priority and not necessarily all the conflict. But I do feel like they like to stir the pot a little bit. They know how to push your buttons. That's what I was going to say. Poke at you, push your buttons. They know how to do it. You know this though. You know this. This is not new for you. Like I said, so Spirit wants you to reserve your energy this week. Take a step back. You don't have to have everything on your plate. It looks like you've been carrying a lot of stress, a lot of weight for quite some time, and in a way that's made you feel really empowered. I don't feel like it's something that you've done unwillingly. Like, it's like you're proud of yourself. You're proud of your strength. You're proud of, you know, what you've accomplished. But you also need support in the right way. And someone just can't give it this week. Thankfully, this is just the energy for this week. I feel like there's been a big shift and dynamic in this dynamic specifically for you, Aries, over the last little bit. It's important to express what you need or express what your boundaries are. I feel like this person definitely has a hard time accepting. And that's the conundrum. That's where you keep missing each other because, you know, it feels just a little bit like taking things personally, really hurt about something that you're not even intending. Like, you're not even really trying to make it that way, you know? And I feel like, again, be conscious, be mindful that you're not engaging in conflict in a way that's going to hurt you in the long run. You do have this justice energy, especially with this Page of Swords. So keeping communication like really diplomatic, kind of like looking at the pros and cons, taking some of the emotion out of it. Justice is Libra energy. We have a lot of tension in Libra right now. And so that's kind of where we're trying to figure it all out, right? Like how we can work with what is happening. Especially if it is something we are keeping around. Adjustments need to be made, and you know that, right? And I feel like a lot of this is going to be revealed to you as you do honor yourself, as you do set your boundaries. A lot of this is going to be revealed of like where things are getting messy, where these blocks, obstacles are coming up. And then I feel like you're going to be able to like deal with whomever this person is a little bit easier. They might not like it, but this is kind of some things that they have to grow through as well. So thank you so much for your time, energy. Always, Aries, I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say hello, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you bring to the channel and my way. Sorry. I get too, it's in my way. I can't help it. I'm sending love and blessings your way.